Alright guys, we are going to finish our final video series in the tutorial playlist. So the final is going to be people and time. So we're going to start with people. So this is where you're going to come. You can add team members. You can buy more seats if you need. You can see how many seats you have. How many free users you got, which is your clock in, clock out only. You can edit your staff. You can change their levels, upload their documents, assign positions, time history will show up on jobs work, shows up here, and then all their payment history. And I can kind of go, I'm going to go to Lola. Lola is my demo one. So we're going to go through her pretty in depth so you understand everything. So obviously full name, that's Lola Smith. Access level, so I'm going to go down through these really quick, and I'm also going to show you the difference at the end of the video. Okay, so we got level 1 is clock in, clock out only. So they're going to be able to see just the location that they're going to, the times that there's dates they're supposed to be there, and then they're going to be able to clock in and clock out. That's it. Level 2 is the same thing, only they're going to be able to see the client information and client contact information, as well as the pull sheet. Office staff is going to be everything except for settings, and then on time, office staff can only see their own time. Admin is going to be everything except for any kind of billing that has to do with your account coming from us. So like adding seats, they can't change any of your company information in the settings, so they can't change your email proxies, they can't change what your invoices say, they can't change logos, they can't change your credit card processing, any of that stuff they cannot change. Super admin is just like it says, it is a super admin and it has full access to your entire account. There is no limitations to a super admin. Okay, they can delete the whole account. Highly recommend you have 2 super admins, owner and then somebody the owner trusts highly, just in case somebody gets locked out. Then custom. Custom is that permission coming from your settings right here that you can go set up. You can set up 1 custom permission per company, and then assign that to as many of your people as you would like. Moving on down, we've got their contact information, date of birth. You can upload a photo of them if you would like. You can put their social handles in there if you would like. And then of course their address, full address, their employment, whether they're W-2 or 1099. Last 4 of their social, if you want to store that, you don't have to. Obviously you have your document section we'll get to in a minute. You got your emergency contact. You can put in their shirt size, you can put in any dietary restrictions that they might have, and then this is all of their tax information. You can mark them as a freelancer or 1099 here, and then make any notes. Nobody can see these notes but admin. Alright, this is where you can add up or upload all of the documents that you require for them to sign, maybe a freelancer contract, your I-9, their W-2s, their 1099s, so on and so forth. You can put them all right here. Alright, so this is where you assign positions. So this is pretty important because if the position is not assigned to them and they have not been approved to work that position, they won't show up for it. So for instance, let's say that Sarah's order here needs an L1, and you try to assign, let's say, Lola to it as an L1, L1 is not going to pop up for Lola because Lola is not an L1. So if she cannot work that position, it will not let you assign her to that position. So it's very important that you come in and put their positions in that they are approved to work, and then you will put in the hourly rate that they're paid to work that specific position. It's super simple. You just click it. It's going to ask you the hourly rate, and then you click OK. That's it. Okay. time history, so you can see all the shows that they worked, all the times. You can see which ones have been paid, which ones have been approved. You can see the jobs that they've worked, and then you can see their payment history, how much we've paid them. Okay. All right, and that is really it on people. The one other thing you can do is you can change them from active to disabled. All right, so they will no longer be able to access the login if you move them to disabled. Okay. In a little bit, I am going to log into Lola and come back and forth to show you the difference in the level 1s through level 3. Or level 4 rather. We're on level 5 right now. Literally, level 5 is everything. So just keep that in mind when you're assigning a level 5 to somebody. They have full control of your company and the system. Now let's move to time. This is pretty simple. You can create your pay periods here. Doesn't matter what your pay periods are. You can move it from open to locked to paid. You can view the entries, and that just changes this down here. So you can see what's happening down through here. Delete that, go back to everything, there we go. You can see all the times. Anything that is pending approval will pop up here, and we will make one of those shortly so you can see that. You can edit it until it's been moved to paid. Just clicking edit, making any edit to it. Once it's been paid, it's locked. You can't do anything else to it. Okay, and that's it with time. If you're an owner or maybe an operations manager and you do keep up with your time, then you just click My Time, and that is how you can clock in and clock out. Okay, now let's go look back and forth. So Lola currently is set to a level 1. That's a free seat for a clock in, clock out position. So I'm going to open up a new tab here. I don't know if it'll let me do this. Let's see. I'm gonna hope that I can just yeah. Alright, so we can see. She can see the notes. She can see her call time and her date. She can see the private party. Okay. This private party didn't have a location put in for some reason, but if you look down here, you can see this one's got the Hilton San Antonio event. There was no address put in, so it is important to make sure you're putting in all the information. So here you go. You can see this one's perfect. This is the Summit Peak Annual Sales Conference. The order number, it's going to be at the Grand Horizon Ballroom. It's located at this address. These are her call times. She's going to be there a couple of different times. And that's all she can see. She can also, of course, see her recent time. And let's go ahead and do this so you can see this. So I'm going to click Fix. And let's just say, oh, I messed up. I actually got here at PM, 1:45, 1 o'clock PM. And then forgot to punch. Alright. So, go back over here. We see Lola. Go back to this. And it's probably loaded me into Lola now. That's what I was hoping didn't happen. Let's see. Yeah, it did. So I'm going to have to sign out, sign back in. That's okay. Alright, so now, if I go to time, I see Lola has sent that request in, and I can either reject or approve it. I'm going to go ahead and approve. And that's gone, and it's now moved down here and updated. Okay. Alright, and then, so moving back to people, I'm going to go to Lola, and I am going to move her to level 2. I'm going to save changes. I'm going to go over here and refresh. This has now locked me in, so I'm going to have to log back into Lola's. There we go. And now you can see she can see the pull sheet. So she can see the pull sheet, the client details. They can download the pull sheet here. I think it might have just did that because I'm confusing it right now. So they can see just a little bit more information. You can see the pull sheet, the client contact information. I would say this is probably like the lead, right? Or maybe the driver, the delivery driver. It just depends on your roles and responsibilities within the company as to who maybe you'd want to have this information. Just keep in mind that level 2 is paid now, so now this is a paid seat versus a free seat, so just keep that in mind. Alright, now I am going to go ahead and log out because it's freaking the system out, so I'm just going to close that out and do it from one screen. Alright, and back to people. We're going to put her to a level 3 now. Save that. Alright. I don't know if I saved it. Did I save? Yeah, alright. And then we're just going to go ahead and log out and log into Lola. So now you notice Lola sees all of this. She doesn't have a settings. She can't see people, so people's locked out. She can only see her time. She can clock in and clock out. She can choose a job if she wants to. But she can't make any edits other than just, same thing, requesting a fix from herself. So other than that, she pretty much still can see everything else. She can run reports. She can see the clients, orders, inventory, dashboard. And you notice on the dashboard there's no time here, right? Because she has no access to time. She won't be able to see anything that has to do with time or any settings of any sort. Alright, logging back in, and this is going to be the last one. So we're going to go to people, edit Lola one more time, put her to level 4. Now she's an admin, but not a super admin. So there are a couple of things that she's not going to have access to still. There we go. Alright. So you'll notice that settings pops back up. If I go to time, she now has normal access to time. So this is your management, so they can come in and approve and edit time and so on and so forth. Under settings, they cannot edit your company information. They cannot edit your SMTP. They cannot edit any of your payment information, or they can edit. I'm pretty sure they can edit this. Nope, they can't. So they can't do anything on this page. Nothing. Billing, they can make no edits here. They can do data imports because they have access to inventory, orders, clients, so on and so forth. They can. Let me see if they can do this. They cannot. They can't make any customer permission changes. Alright. This is the dashboard though. Everything else they're going to have access to. Alright. Oh, they cannot buy seats. And you notice that button is gone. So they cannot buy seats. They have to get with a super admin to purchase more seats. Alright. Time is normal. Billing normal. Vendors are normal. Accounting is normal. Insights are normal. Okay. Alright guys, this wraps up. I did want to, this wraps up our series on, essentially working the different parts of the platform. I hope that you have found this helpful. We'll be making a lot more videos as we add more features. We're still adding features to the platform. If you have any issues, you find any bugs, anything, especially bugs, if you find a bug, email the info at myshowflow.com and put in the subject line bug in all big capital letters. Describe what that bug is, and we will fix it immediately within a couple of hours. That will be fixed during business hours, of course. So our business hours start at about 6 in the morning. We're generally here until 6 or 7 in the evening. Okay? Alright guys, I will see you on the next video.